is up, everybody? That is right. Goonies never say die, and it's better late than never. I think we got this thing nailed. We're gonna go for a ride. Me and you guys, we're gonna do a victory lap in this thing. But man, oh man, it is almost 4 o'clock. Yeah, 4 o'clock the day before we're supposed to leave. And I think we just got this thing figured out. So big shout out and thank you to Ryan for bouncing ideas off with me and helping. But as you can see, we kind of made a mess, and thankfully I had another transmission. So the suspect was this boost valve guy here that controls the bleed off on your line pressure, right? So the one I sent on that valve body there, and then to Ryan had it and did all his magic, put it back in and shipped it back. I don't know if it got damaged in shipping or what happened with the thing. But we fired this up yesterday. I made sure the fluid was full. I mean, I did all my due diligence, right? And we fired up, and then the pressure in reverse would be like 100, and then in driving like all the gears it was 50 psi is all it would do, and it was rock solid at 50. So I'm like, man, this thing's just bleeding out. And I drove it around and it functioned properly. It would shift all the gears. I even jumped on the freeway, and then I really was bummed because they shut an exit down, so I had to drive way further on the freeway, and I'm like, oh my god, because the pressure wasn't there. So I ended up putting in like third gear to give it like a chance to not eat itself, and I was like barely pushing the gas, complete butt pucker the whole time. But we brought it back home. I talked to Ryan Day. He hit me up early this morning, and I was bouncing ideas. It was like 3 in the morning here because it was 6 probably his time. And we were going back and forth, and then he kind of had an idea, and he was like, dude, pull the valve body, check this circuit. He said it could possibly be this valve. He said, I doubt it, but it could be. And he said, if it's not these things, it's going to be pumped to case. And I was like, ugh. So we rented a trailer. We were going to have it delivered to the camp spot. I had flown the white flag. I was like, you know, I can try to do this. I talked to my wife, and she's like, well, we don't really have much to do. I said, you know what, let me just try it. You know, I'll feel better about it if I try it before we leave. Maybe the thing will kind of work before we leave or whatever. Anyway, long story short, we tried it, and the damn thing makes pressure. So I don't know. Let's go for a ride, boys. I took it around the block one time. Oh, I think before I get ahead of myself, what I probably should do is let me check the fluid level again. I put back in what I took out, but let me double check that. Not get too ahead of myself, too excited. But I know she makes pressure. We're making over 2 in reverse at idle. It makes like 170 or something, 180 roughly at idle in gear. So we are good to go. Check the fluids one last time. Me and you are gonna go for a ride. And then, yeah, we gotta start packing, because my wife was like, we're canceling that trailer, we're taking the Winnebago. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. So I've been up since 3. I'll probably be up all night again, and then we're gonna drive, and then hopefully this thing treats me well. It's never ending, man. I tell you guys, I don't write this stuff. This is how my life goes. It's always, I mean, I get it because I'm too dumb to quit most of the time. But geez, man, I think I should have just left it alone and taken the trailer, the truck, and anyway, what fun is that, right? Let's go on an adventure. Here we go, boys and girls. Guess who's back? Back again. Bago's back. Tell your friends. Bago's back. Bago's back. Look at that pressure. Look at it. As I run things over. Look at that, 1 to 2 right away. 3% TPS input. Alright, I'll bring you guys back. I'm going to go get on the freeway, make sure it does line, lock up, and all that fun stuff. Alright, we'll jump on the freeway here. And so far so good. We'll go down. Hopefully that first exit's open. I just want to get it into lockup. The pressures look good. I'll let you go, guys. I don't want to hammer it today. You're lucky. You get away with the win this time. Next time when I'm sure my transmission, not so much. Yeah, we're pushing like 180 PSI, third gear. The weird part is I don't have to do a lot of throttle input, and the thing, it just goes decent. So, see what it feels like when it locks up. I don't know, pressure's there, but it's not banging into gear, so. I don't know, I don't think I'm still 100% sure on this thing. So I have driven this thing around for quite a while at this point. I ended up being able to squirrel nut like another 4 quarts of fluid in it to fill it up. So I'm pretty confident that we're full. I'll keep some extra fluid on board. It did firm up the shift, so now when I go like reverse, it bumps into gear, neutral, and then in drive, bang, it bumps into gear. But the thing that was throwing me off a little bit, I had to call Ryan back again. I was like, man, it goes through the gears, but it's not like wham, I thought it would, with all that pressure, it'd be slamming into gear. Well, he said he did a bunch of work to the thing, to the valve body. It's all custom stuff. So it makes a ton of pressure and it'll hold the clutches, but it's not going to beat you to death. He said it should, when you give it throttle, it should just hold and it should go. So I did get on it a little bit in like 4th gear. I figured, oh, let's downshift this thing and see what it does. And turbos came online, and the thing kind of set me back. It didn't jump up in RPM or nothing like that. So I feel good about it. The wife is adamant that we take this thing. So it is filthy dirty. It is all get out. Nothing is packed and loaded. I want to do plug wires on it, check all the rest of the fluids. I know the transmission fluid's good. I've been doing that all day. But we're gonna do a once overall crawl around underneath it, make sure everything looks good. And that is it. You and me, and the whole family, I guess we're going on an adventure. Sleep is overrated. You guys know what to do. Like, subscribe, share. Till next time, I'm out.